The new Warframe update is here, and the first thing I have tried is how good is the rework of Nova, and honestly, I was not disappointed. The Warframe is insanely fun to play right now, and in my opinion, this made Nova the new meta Warframe. Nova's survivability is now superior compared to the past. You can get the full 90% damage reduction from her Null Star without investing on super high duration builds. In fact, I only have 128% duration in my build right now, but I get over 105% damage reduction. It's not advisable to get more though, as the damage reduction is capped at 90%, but so far, this damage reduction from her first ability is reliable, as it doesn't just work only for health, but the damage reduction also takes effect with Nova's shield. Now pair this with adaptation, and your Nova will be an insane tank in steel path levels. In case you are wondering about the helmet version of this ability, then the damage reduction is capped at 75%, and I think it's an option for the meta Eclipse ability of Mirage right now. While we can't use molecular fission as it's exclusive for Nova, I still think the helmet version is good for tanking, as you can still recast the ability now if you want. This will be good for low-range builds that focuses mainly on duration and power strength, but Eclipse is just on top of the ladder because it's easier to maintain and it's versatile compared to Nova's Null Star. Speaking of the molecular fission combo, it's super busted right now as it helps you maintain the Null Star particle, which gives you a reliable source of survivability. Aside from that, her fourth ability is S tier right now, as you can switch to speed or slow in mission by pressing or holding the ability key. This is game-changing because in the past, you will sit for a couple of seconds in your orbiter to change out your loadout every time you go on a mission. But right now, one build can cater a slow and speed build. The best part is you don't need to tinker the power strength of Nova to get either slow and speed build right now. Both slow and speed are capped at 75% at the moment, and this can be achieved by just equipping transient fortitude in your build. Another thing that I like about this is that you have full control on what's happening in the field. As a Nova player, you now have the option to speed up or slow down the fight. In the past, speed Nova is often used to hasten defense missions, while slow Nova is more for solo players who likes to have fun doing steel path levels or beyond. You have full control of your molecular prime, and you can speed things up in a survival mission if you want life capsule, or you can slow things down with one button tap if you are in danger. This is a huge change to Nova's kit, but it doesn't stop there, as Digital Extremes also added energy efficiency on the passive of the Warframe. You can get health orb drops now if you kill enemies that are sped up, while you get a chance to drop energy orbs when you kill a slowed enemy. With the Equilibrium mod in your build, you won't have any energy problem with your Nova, and you can also maintain your health against steel path enemies easily. In fact, you can further optimize the build by using the Violet Archon Shard to get the equilibrium effect. If you have the resources, then I strongly recommend investing on Tau Forge version of the Violet Archon Shard that grants the equilibrium effect. If you can do this, then you can free up a slot on the build I have shown you to get more survivability or another mod that you deem helpful for your playstyle. Finally, I would like to talk about how good is the antimatter drop ability right now. The developers turn the damage of this skill to blast, which is a good thing as radiation is not that good in terms of damage, and it was annoying sometimes because the confusion effect tampers with the enemy flow. And you'll end up struggling to keep life support sometimes, as you can miss those enemies that are stuck in a room, whacking a target that was affected by the confusion effect of radiation. Blast is a good damage choice for Nova's antimatter drop, and it's a great room clearing ability right now because not only that they have changed the damage, but they also removed the 15 meters range cap. The ability's nuking power now scales with range mods, and it's a great nuking tool because of this. Now, this is the final Nova build I am currently using, but this might subject to change in the future once I have included weapon combos in this new Warframe build. For now, this build is Steel Path ready, and to complete the build, I did subsume Hildren's Pillage and replace Wormhole. Digital Extremes did some quality of life changes to Wormhole, but I rarely use the ability since I got other mobility tool in my arsenal, and I rarely use Nova's third ability in mission. Pillage makes the build better, not just in survivability, but also in raw damage power, as once you strip all the defenses of enemies, they will be super vulnerable to the nuking power of antimatter drop. And by the way, don't forget the molecular prime grants 200% damage vulnerability to all damage sources, which includes your nuke bomb ability. With this rework, Nova's in a great spot right now, and I honestly think that she belongs on the top 5 meta Warframes. I strongly recommend trying out the Warframe with this build, and I promise that you'll enjoy it for hours playing Warframe. So, that's all about it. The rest of the video showcase my fashion frame for Nova if you care. Before leaving, we humbly ask for your support by simply liking the video and subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you again in our next video.